And we're about to dive deep into a company that needs no introduction, Apple. You know them, you probably use their products every day, but what about their stock? Is Apple still a good investment in today's market? That's what we're here to break down. We're talking about the history of Apple stock, the iconic products that have driven its growth, and what the future holds for this tech giant. We'll even get into some predictions because, hey, who doesn't love a little speculation? Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, this video is your one-stop shop for everything Apple stock. So, stick around, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get right into it. Alright, let's rewind the clock back to December 12, 1980. Apple, the brainchild of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, goes public. Their IPO price, $22 a share. Now adjust that for stock splits, and you're looking at a mind-blowing 10 cents a share in today's money. Think about that for a second. If you had the foresight, and let's be real, a time machine, to drop just $1,000 on Apple back then, you'd be swimming in millions right now. We're talking life-changing wealth. But hold up, before you start kicking yourself, remember that Apple's journey to the top hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. It's a story of innovation, yes, but also of setbacks, comebacks, and some seriously bold moves. The early years were rough. Competition was fierce, and Apple's closed ecosystem, remember, you could only use their software on their hardware, was starting to feel limiting. By the mid-90s, Apple was on the ropes, their market share dwindling and their future uncertain. Then came the return of Steve Jobs in 1997. He brought with him a renewed focus on design, simplicity, and that signature Apple Think Different philosophy. The iMac, with its colorful, translucent design, was a smash hit, putting Apple back on the map. But the real game changer arrived in 2001, the iPod. This little white device, paired with the revolutionary iTunes music store, completely transformed how we consumed music. Suddenly, Apple wasn't just a computer company, they were a cultural force. Then in 2007, the iPhone dropped, and well, you know the rest. The iPhone wasn't just a smartphone, it was a paradigm shift. It redefined what a phone could be, and it catapulted Apple to the forefront of the mobile revolution. Since then, Apple has continued to innovate, introducing the iPad, the Apple Watch, AirPods, and a whole ecosystem of services like the App Store, Apple Music, and Apple Pay. Each of these products has not only dominated its respective market, but also solidified Apple's position as a tech titan. But even with all this success, Apple's stock hasn't been immune to fluctuations. Economic downturns, global pandemics, you name it, they've all had an impact. But through it all, Apple has consistently bounced back, proving its resilience and adaptability. Now let's talk about what really sets Apple apart, their ecosystem. See, Apple isn't just about selling you a phone or a laptop, they're selling you an experience, a seamless integration between hardware, software, and services. Think about it. You buy an iPhone, and you're instantly plugged into the Apple ecosystem. You've got iCloud syncing your photos, files, and data across all your devices. You've got the App Store offering millions of apps designed specifically for your iPhone. And then there's Apple Pay, Apple Music, Apple TV+, the list goes on. This ecosystem creates a powerful network effect. The more Apple devices you own, the more invested you become in the ecosystem, making it less likely you'll switch to a competitor. It's like a gravitational pull, keeping users firmly within the Apple universe. Let's break down some of the key products and innovations that have fueled Apple's growth. First up, the iMac. Launched in 1998, the iMac wasn't just a computer, it was a design statement. Its colorful, translucent case was unlike anything else on the market, and it signaled Apple's renewed focus on design and user experience. Then came the iPod in 2001. The iPod, coupled with the iTunes music store, revolutionized how we listen to music. It was sleek, portable, and incredibly easy to use, making it a global phenomenon. But the real game changer arrived in 2007, the iPhone. With its intuitive touchscreen interface, App Store, and sleek design, the iPhone redefined what a smartphone could be. It wasn't just a phone, it was a pocket computer, a music player, a camera, and so much more. And let's not forget about the MacBooks and iPads. Apple's laptops and tablets have consistently pushed the boundaries of performance, design, and portability, making them favorites among professionals and casual users alike. Then there are the wearables, the Apple Watch and AirPods. The Apple Watch has become the go-to smartwatch, offering fitness tracking, health monitoring, and seamless integration with the iPhone. And AirPods, with their effortless pairing and impressive audio quality, have become ubiquitous. But it's not just about hardware. Apple's services like the App Store, iCloud, Apple Pay, and Apple TV Plus have become a significant revenue stream for the company. These services not only generate recurring revenue, but also deepen user engagement within the Apple ecosystem. Okay, so we've covered Apple's past and present. Now, let's get into the really exciting stuff, the future. What does the future hold for Apple? Well, if history is any indication, it's going to be big. Apple is constantly innovating, pushing the boundaries of technology and design. They're investing heavily in key areas that are shaping the future of tech, and that's what makes them so exciting to watch. First up, artificial intelligence, or AI. Apple is integrating AI into everything they do, from Siri to their camera apps to their health tracking features. They're even rumored to be working on their own AI chips to power future devices. Then there's augmented reality, or AR. Apple has been dropping hints about their AR ambitions for years, and with the recent release of ARKit, their augmented reality platform for developers, it's clear they're going all in on this technology. Imagine a world where your iPhone can overlay digital information onto the real world, where you can try on clothes virtually or get turn-by-turn directions projected right onto the street in front of you. That's the power of AR, and Apple is poised to be a major player in this space. And of course, we can't forget about the rumors of an Apple car. Apple has been notoriously secretive about their plans in the automotive space, but the rumors just won't die down. Imagine a car with Apple's design language, their seamless integration, and their focus on user experience. It could be a game changer. But it's not just about flashy new products. Apple is also making significant strides in areas like healthcare and wearables. The Apple Watch is already a powerful health and fitness tracker, and Apple is continuously adding new features and sensors. Imagine a future where your Apple Watch can detect early signs of disease, or even help you manage chronic conditions. That's the potential of Apple's health initiatives. And let's not forget about Apple's chip development. Apple's M-series chips like the M1 and M2 have been absolute beasts, delivering incredible performance and power efficiency. These chips are already powering Apple's Macs and iPads, and they're only going to get more powerful in the future. So, as you can see, Apple is not resting on their laurels. They're constantly innovating, exploring new technologies, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And that's what makes them such an exciting company to follow, both as a consumer and as an investor. Alright, let's talk numbers. Right now, Apple stock is trading in the range of, let's say, $180 to $200 per share. But what do the analysts say? Well, many of them are predicting that Apple stock could hit 250, maybe even 300 within the next 3 to 5 years. Now remember, these are just predictions, and the market can be unpredictable, but there are some solid reasons for this optimism. First off, Apple's services business is booming. We're talking about Apple Music, iCloud, the App Store, Apple TV Plus, all those recurring revenue streams that just keep growing. This services segment provides a stable income for Apple, even when hardware sales fluctuate. Then there's the constant demand for new Apple products. Every time Apple releases a new iPhone, iPad, or Apple Watch, it's a major event. People line up around the block, pre-orders go through the roof, and Apple's revenue gets a nice boost. And let's not forget about Apple's commitment to returning value to shareholders. They've been buying back their own stock, which reduces the number of shares outstanding and increases the value of the remaining shares. Plus, they pay a dividend, which puts cash directly in the pockets of investors. On top of all that, Apple is expanding globally. They're making a big push in emerging markets like India and China, where there's a massive potential customer base. As these markets grow, so too will Apple's revenue. But it's not all smooth sailing. Apple faces challenges just like any other company. There's competition from other tech giants, economic uncertainty, and the ever-present risk of global events that could impact the market. However, Apple has a history of navigating these challenges successfully. They've got a massive cash reserve, a loyal customer base, and a knack for innovation that's almost unmatched in the tech industry. So, after all that, is Apple stock still a good investment? Here's the bottom line. If you're looking for a stock that has the potential for steady long-term growth, Apple is definitely worth considering. They've got a proven track record, a strong brand, and a bright future ahead. However, if you're the kind of investor who's looking for those high-risk, high-reward tech stocks that could double or triple overnight, you might want to look at some of the newer, more volatile companies out there. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to invest in Apple is up to you. Do your research, weigh the risks and rewards, and make an informed decision that aligns with your investment goals. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about Apple stock? Are you bullish on their future? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tech and investing insights. Thanks for watching.